Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Mars. My name's Feldon, and this is the Supplying Mars Challenge. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Mars. As you can see, the dome's fire suppression system is on the blink today. It's covering us in the old wet stuff, but hopefully the science tech bods will get that sorted out, and we won't be wet all day. But for now, what we're doing. After last night, as you probably saw in a little bit of a montage there, we did some ploughing, some midnight ploughing, and a little bit of late night fertilizing as well. And basically, while we start loading up this second trailer, I shall open the map and show you where we are at. Now, the two top fields up here, we had, I think, sorghum in 1315, we'll call that, and 7 to 9 was the corn that we chaffed, which has been plonking through the other thing quite nicely. So we got both of these ploughed up, and they've got one stage of fertilizer on each. And unfortunately we ran out of manure, or luckily we managed to get that field finished before we ran out of manure, but I think we've got about half a thing left down there. Half a manure spreader's worth of manure left, and that's it. So hopefully some of our straw bearing crops are going to come good soon. And I think we have barley, barley down in field 1, that's our seed crop, and we've got poppies in 2 and 3 that we need to harvest, and 10 to 12 has not sunflower, that's in that one. Oats are splendid. So the oats should be coming up fairly soon, I think. Probably looking at that. Maybe next month, maybe this month. Maybe next month or the month after. But that's all good. So we are now full. Lovely. Now, as you can see there, we got a good amount of sunflower oil on the out as well. I actually had to shuffle that out the way because it had reached maximum storage and was not producing any more. So that is going quite nicely. Syrups production is chugging away as well, and the silage going through the old digester, that is doing marvellously. Now this little lot is going up to the cows because I want to try and keep them going as best as we can. Or at least keep up with them as best as we can. And we missed a bit on the ploughing in the night there. Oh well. But yeah, so the cows, turn the lights on because that internal fire suppression system has generated some sort of cloud cover. Very interesting. But yeah, so we are putting this silage from the slop before the door. Stop before the door. I can't even words at the minute. Yeah, okay, let's get the airlock done. But yeah, no, the idea is the silage from the chaff. First round we are going to deposit some at the cows so they have a good chunk of it up here for feed. And the grass, what we're going to do with that is essentially just load it in as hay. From this point onwards, I think, because what we could do with that Let's see if I can actually back this straight up into it. Oh, am I going to get it right? I am. Lovely. Now let's make sure we are on the correct tool. There we go. Start dropping that off. Lovely. Now if I hop out and look at this, we are inside a dome, so it's all good. Even though the fire suppression system is apparently making it through the dome. But anyway, yeah, you can see this is filling up nicely. So what we'll do is we'll put some hay and some straw in here at some point as well. And, oh crikey, the mineral feed's out again. That is a bit ridiculous. They are going through this mineral feed like nobody's business. I'm beginning to wonder how many cows we've actually got in here now. Let's check this one. We have only 20. Huh, curious. I wonder how much this actually takes. We may have to do a load and see what happens. Yeah, forwards, 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 not reverse. Thank you. So yeah, let's switch to the other one, which hopefully is this. And I'll just drive into the wall there, because that's going to be very effective. In fact, I think what we'll do is drop that trailer off there, and just swing around and get this one in, and not try to do anything silly with it. Yep, so we'll get that loaded, and yeah, straw and hay will bring up as we get it. But yeah, that mineral feed is kind of curious. I mean, if we check the actual animal menu here, sheep are doing okay for food. Cows, I mean, they've got 38,000 litres of TMR in them, both, give or take. So, I mean, they're not hurting for it. Let's just go with that. The chickens, they're probably going to need a bit more food at some point. In fact, I could feed them while we're up here, I suppose. But that was out of mineral feed again, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm going to have to see if there's a way we can buy a bulk quantity of mineral feed, perhaps, and see about doing it that way. Because they seem to go through it awfully quick. And maybe it's because the pen isn't actually maxed out yet, but I don't know. We shall see. Now, how much of the stuff do we have left? That's not the correct menu. This is the correct menu. So, yeah, as you can see, manure, we've got not a whole lot. And we do have 12,000 litres left, plus about half a spreader full. But, where is it? Is it down? No, it's up. Up, 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 up. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. So now we've got 66,000 litres in there at the minute. Probably just let that chug along before we put some over to the biogas plants. But we shall see. Now we do have plenty of hay in there again, so I think we'll grab a couple of things of that maybe, fill the trailers up and bring some hay over. There you can see the syrups are going nicely. Oh cracky, we've got 54, just under 55,000 litres of syrup. That is fantastic, because that should be coming up for sale soon. I think we're in September now, possibly? Syrup, where are you? Syrups. February, okay, and that's going to be 4,300. So yeah, we're a little ways off at the minute, but yeah, we are in September. Okay, so I'm going to go and grab that hay, pop that into the 2 cow pens up here, possibly source some mineral feed, and we'll come back, because that's just basically driving back and forth, and you don't want to see that too terribly much. I'm glad this automated tractor has a tiny personal teleporter in it somewhere, so I can get in and out of it. Because, you know, it's just a robot. There's no actual cab. But yeah, so I'll carry on and get all that little bit of feed work done, shunted back and forth and everything. Probably set the or set this tractor going, planting something up here in one of these fields. Now we may do corn in one of these, or possibly, because we've got some things with straw coming out. I'm trying to think what we need for productions. I mean, we don't really need anything much for productions. We've got the sunflower oil going nicely. We've got the syrups chugging away aplenty. I mean, another sorghum field for extra syrup probably isn't a bad idea. Okay, this is the hay one, yes. Yeah, we've got our poppies there to harvest. I'm not sure if I actually showed you those while they were growing. That would have been really quite a good thing to do because they did look marvellous. But me being me, I probably forgot, and now they've gone all like manky and dry because they are, of course, ready to harvest. Kind of like sunflowers do. They have that glorious yellow spell, and then they go a bit sort of dark and manky because they've been dried out and everything. Although obviously they're a bit damp at the moment. But yeah, so we'll get this bit of shuffling work done and come back once we are doing some harvesting, I think. Right, we are back again briefly because something popped up that I just wanted to show you all. As you can see, the money in the top right corner has gone down a small amount. Now, I'd remembered that I'd popped in this... oh god, I can't drive. I'd popped in this Buy Anything station, which has a 30% discount on all the products that you could ever want. And one of the products that we can buy from this handy-dandy silo is mineral feed. So I got the little trailer on the back of our Feldcorp AB. Thank you, Mr. P. Yeah, I figured we'd get the little trailer and bring this thing up and see if it would work. And sure enough, for just under, what, for $27.99, you can get 8,000 litres of mineral feed. Oh yes. So I've filled up the cows once, or one of the cow pens, with 8,000 litres, and I figured we'd run around here quick and I just show you that because that was a neat little thing I'd forgotten about. The what's it called, tractor, autonomous tractor, is working its way around fields 13 to 15. It's putting corn in there because corn is one of the products we are going to be putting into those silos at the end. And of course it just occurred to me I do need to look at purchasing those other silos as well. So when I'm done driving into walls, we may look at doing that. But also, as you can see, the sprinkler system got fixed. It's no longer dribbling water all over us. So that is good. So what we are going to do, I think, before we do the silos, we are going to... let's drive this back around. We might actually leave this little trailer and tractor up here for a bit, just in case, because that's quite a handy little feature, that. So yeah, we can just run over there and grab a bunch of mineral feed and not have to worry. So yeah, I'm just going to park this in here and use this handy dandy teleport pad and teleport. I can find the right thing. Yeah, there we go. It's installing. It's sowing corn. Yes, installing corn plants in the field. Yeah, that's right. That is. So yeah, let us teleport back to home base. Here we are. Oops, that's outside. This is inside. And we are going to grab the old harvester here. Now, it just occurred to me that we've left the only tractor we've got up there, so we may have to teleport into that and bring it back at some point. But we shall see. Because I mean, we've got the trailers down here. I don't think this will actually hook up to them to transport them, but oh, speaking of trailers, you will notice our John Deere forage harvester with the old predator lips on it that we used in the last episode. It's missing its back. Apparently it was repossessed by the company due to some sort of fault that needed updating. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Yeah, I did an update to it, which fixed a bunch of things, and it disappeared. So yeah, we've not got that anymore. But that actually works out quite well, because there was a small issue that I had with it, where basically it was only 48,000 litres, which is fine. You wouldn't think generally that would be a bad thing. However, for that cornfield that we were trying to chaff, it actually filled up really, really quickly, because we got, let's just check the production, see how much is left. We've still got 635,000 litres of chaff left. So as you can imagine, I was going back and forth quite a lot with 5,000 or 48,000 litres of chaff coming down to the thing and dropping it off and all sorts. So we're going to start on this side. But yes, this is our poppy field. But no, what I was saying was, with that harvester, forage harvester thing, yeah, we've got a different plan now that came across our table the other day. It goes by the name of the Manure method that was relayed to us by the good Mr. Seeley P, and he learnt it from Farmer Manure, and it involves having a flatbed trailer. In this case we can get an IT runner flatbed. I think we've got one already which is set up in an auto load capacity, but we may be able to switch that back. And then if I go to the shop here, what you can put on it is, where is it now? Aha, here it is. Here's a version of it, the Global Goods Transport Pallet from 82 Studios, and this can have a standard capacity of 10,000 litres, or the Mars capacity, as I'm going to call it, of 200,000 litres. So what you can actually do is plonk one of these on the back of a flatbed. Then when you're using a forage harvester, or potentially like a pickup, any kind of pickup header type thing, the side mounted ones, or on a forage harvester, you can have one of these on a flatbed trailer on the back, and it will fill it up for you. So we're going to try that when we start mowing the grass, which is probably going to be something we'll do either after this or in the next episode. But for now, these are the poppies, and if I slide down into them there, you can kind of see they are looking a bit dry and ready to be harvested. Sadly we missed the brilliant red texture that they had. Texture? Colour? Whatever that thing is. So let's see how well these yield. Because, oh hello, that's an interesting dust we're getting off of that. That's cool. I did see Mr. P Gaming, his latest episode, he was harvesting lavender, and that was doing a really cool pink, sort of lilac-y, well, lavender, because it's lavender in it, a lavender coloured dust out the back. So I'm thinking what we might do is pop some lavender in this field once it's ready to go. But yeah, we're filling up nicely with poppies, that's good. That's chugging away on the old harvest. Now these, I believe I can sell at a maximum of about 4,000 per 1,000. So let's go to the wrong menu and then go to the right menu and have a quick look. It's all the way, I could just use my mouse and drag it down. Where are we? Poppies, there we go. Yeah, 4,000 is the max price in February, and we're currently at 3,600 max. So yeah, we should get a pretty penny off of these, which is good for me, good for us, good for Mars. And I have a feeling there's going to be a row of shame involved in this until I upgrade the harvester to a bigger header. But let me go into the wrong menu again. Now let's check on lavender, because I think, yeah, lavender and poppies are about the same. So for a bit of a change, I'm going to already have a row of shame forming there, so let me nip that in the bud quick. Oh yeah, you can see these kind of interesting looking stalks that are left. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think in this field, when we repurpose it, we'll put lavender in it for a bit of a change, because that's actually kind of cool. get some nice purple dust coming off the thing. I don't know if it actually stains the harvester in any sort of purple colour instead of like a dirt texture or dirt colour, but yeah. So yeah, let us continue on with this, and I'm going to figure out what we're doing for a thumbnail on this thing too, because right now I don't actually know. Interesting. I'm trying to think what else we got left to talk about here. Basically, we're just passing time, doing the harvesting here, re-prepping the fields and whatnot, and we're getting ready for the selling, the big sell, which should be coming up in around about, I want to say, what do you call it now? Oh god, wrong button. There we go. Yeah, we'll be doing the big sell probably sort of December, January time, I think, because it looks like most of our products are going to be good to sell around about then. Yeah, we've got plenty of syrups on the go, a good amount of sunflower oil coming out already, and we've got more sunflower there. That might even have been in March. I'm not sure now. Who knows? But yeah, so we'll carry on with this, get this whole harvest done, and we'll come back at probably towards the end, so you can see me undoubtedly doing the row of shame, as it were, and then we may head over and try out that interesting new method on the grass harvest as well. Grass harvest? Yeah, whatever we want to call that. But yeah, we do need to move some of that silage over into the BGA as well. I did take 8,000 litres over just to sort of cover the cost of the what's that, mineral feed stuff that we were going to get, and that seems like it's processed now and sorted us out for the most part. So yeah, once we get a bit more silage in, check that down here. Oh, in fact I was up on it already. Yeah, we can start moving some of that over into the old BGA, get some more money coming in, because we've got some things that we're going to need to buy before too long, and some of it is going to be very expensive. So yeah, I shall continue with this, and I shall see you all in a little bit. Hello everyone, we are back, and we are just coming up to the end of the row of shame. And I apparently missed a tiny piece of crop out there as well, but I think we'll be okay to leave that where it is. Now, as you can see, it's gotten a bit darker, because I got sidetracked looking at stuff in the shop, because we are going to need to purchase some stuff in the not too distant future, because we have our autonomous case tractor out planting for us. But what is it planting, you are perhaps asking, and we shall find out in just a moment. So while this is unloading, if I can actually line it up properly, there we go, let us hop over to the case. As you can see, it's planting potatoes. Oh yes, we are making spuds en masse, and they've been fertilised with poo. What an epic adventure this is. Yes, so we have manure fertilised potatoes, and they are being planted, as you can see. This is going to be a heck of a job. So one thing we are going to need is money for equipment to actually harvest these things. Now, we've got two options with that. We could either buy something big and expensive, like I think it's about 400 and something thousand for, okay, that's good, 400 and something grand for one of the the self-propelled harvesters that is 3 meters wide, or we could get a small pull along, tow behind harvester, which is going to be about 150 to 200 grand. Now, I'm hoping we can get away with only doing potatoes the one time. watch out for the lorry. So, not lorry, but trailer. Yeah, so I'm hoping we can get away with only doing them the one time, but we shall see. That I don't know. So, yeah, we're going to have to ponder that one. So we are going to teleport with the correct menu back to our tractor out here. Now, I haven't checked how much we've got, but it seems we've got 65,871 litres of poppy seeds. Those are fantastic looking poppy seeds too. Now, since we are going to need a cash injection, as you can see there too, the money has gone up. It's gone up because we've had, let's go the other way, we have digestate in the, not digestate, but silage even, in the two BGAs. Put a full load of, I think it was about 75,000 in the mini BGA, and it is honking through that quite quickly. And we put the other 50,000 odd in this one, and it is not honking through that very quickly at all. That one is quite slow. So yeah, I'm almost tempted when that one has finished to take out the digestate from it, sell it, and replace it with another one, because it is just very slow. Just replace it with a second one of these ones. But we'll let it run out and see what it's see where we're at. By that point I'll probably have forgotten all about it and it won't be an issue. But yes, these poppy seeds, where are we going to sell them? Because we're going to sell them. Now I know February is the best time, but it's on the up at the moment. It's 3,800. You know, I'm thinking we sell it, repurpose this field as lavender, and since it's September already, we might be able to get it done, flipped and harvested by February. That'll give us October, November, December, January. I'm hoping it's only going to take about that long, and then we could hopefully get it, get the lavender harvested and sold. That would be pretty epic. But yeah, so we are going to the export to Earth. Fine, okay. That is the big one way up here. And we will see our tractor doing its thing, potentially. I see something. What is that? Oh, that's the, never mind. That's the floating marker for the old course play there. I'm not sure why this tractor has one though. Maybe I had it doing something before and didn't realise. But yeah, so let's sell this stuff and see what we get. And then we are going to adjust our silos a bit as well. As I mentioned in the last episode, we are going to take out the two West Steel silos we have up at the end of this set of fields and the next one over, and replace them. In fact, we might replace all of them. Where am I selling this? Is it even here? It's not even here. My brain. I tell you, that's where we fill up with fuel, but we don't need to fill up with fuel. That might be where we sell fuel too. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is the export to Earth, as can be seen by the massive sign there that says export to Earth. But like a plum, I went to the wrong place. So, let's see what we get for this 65,000 litres of delicious, delicious poppy seeds. I rather suspect the people on Earth will be making a lot of muffins. Oh, look at that. That empties out lovely. Not a single janky letter or number flying through there at all. Yeah, Mr. P did a good job with the extra crops on this map. And blimey. Well then, that paid out quite well, didn't it? Okay, was not expecting that. Well then, yeah, we need to get that field flipped in a hurry. And, yes, well, okay, now I'm almost regretting putting potatoes in here. I could have put sugar beet in instead, and then got the whole harvester rig for that. But what we are going to do, as I said, is whiz over here Zoom out quick for added speed. And yeah, we are going to replace these two up there and the other two at the top with slightly smaller, but no, so the idea is we have 10 of these silos, yeah. So what we are going to do, these ones I've got are, if I go to the correct thing, they came with the, I think it was the AGI update, possibly? We'll see in a second. I have to go all the way to the front. Where are you? There we are. I don't think it was these ones. I think it was, yeah, it was these ones, yeah, the AGI pack. So they are about 500,000 each. Now, the ones I'm going to replace them with, if I select this and sell it for, cool, blimey, that's lost a lot of money. Yeah, that's gone down from 42,000 purchase price to 20,000 selling price. So we're going to sell that one, and we are going to sell that one. And we are going to flip over to, I think they're in containers, possibly. Because it is, if I can find them, somewhere along here. I think it was these ones, yes. Now, for some, this is the mod as it came from the mod hub. It is available on the mod hub. The Unia Farmer 250 silo. This is actually a container that takes one product only, and we will be putting in it one of the odd crops, because these silos do actually take them. So it's going to be like potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane. They will go in these silos. However, these silos are smaller than the ones we took out. So what I am intending to do is put in basically 4 of them. Now it depends on, I should have moved that conveyor belt really, but yeah, because this is a wee bit taller than they are. Now I'm going to pop one in here for $4,000, and one. Now I'm going to have a quick look in silo extensions, because there was an extension that you could buy. It was a multi-fruit extension. Do they have a smaller one? They don't. Yeah, see, I could get away with, but no, see, it doesn't actually take it. Okay. That I thought was what the problem was, because I was thinking maybe I just put one each of those down and slap a multi-fruit extension to it, but they're not coded for that, which is fine. So what we are going to have to do is pop down 4 of these. Now, I don't have to put down 4, I could just replace those 2 I took out with these 2 other ones, but for the sake of having the crop that you know, the same volume, I'm just going to put 4 in, and we're going to call it good. It overlaps with another. What's it overlapping with? Oh, it's probably that sodding thing, isn't it? What is it, this other silo? Oh, it might be the other silo. Yeah, that's what it's overlapping with, okay. I mean, it is overlapping with that thing as well, but, you know. What can you do? We can turn on that, and we can just pop it down anyway. So that's probably going to freak out in a minute, and we'll see. 2, 3, 4. Lovely. So that is 50,000 litres, same literage as before, and we've technically upped it to 4 silos instead of 2. But, you know, I don't think that's going to be a problem, because we are only supposed to do 10 for the challenge. And, you know, partly for my own sanity, as it were, I'd put down those 4 silos in good faith before. I really honestly thought that I'd sorted them with, you know, I tested them and checked and they took potatoes and everything, but they don't appear to. So let's hop out and get into this thing. There we go. Start the engine first, watch it have a cow. I need to go backwards. Raise it up. Now, I'm pretty sure you do have to open these silos as well. But yeah, crikey, that's going to be a tall order, as they say. Actually, I'm not sure if you have to open these ones or not. That I'm not quite sure about. But anyway, there we go. We have it. It's up there. Lovely. Turn that off. Let's just check the silo. It may have a winding handle. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. This silo is empty. Well, yes. That's not a thing. There. It would probably tell us if it had a... if I turn the help menu on. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Can't get through there. So evidently there isn't a winding handle on these ones. But that's fine. So let's run back to our thing before we run out of oxygen. There we go. Yeah, now that is allowed obviously because we are checking the silos and using the other piece of equipment there. So yeah, our potato field is going away, getting itself planted. We may actually be able to buy a proper potato harvester. I was just going to upgrade, get a tractor and maybe a small one, the tow along thing. I think we're going to buy a new tractor anyway, but I do also think we are going to get the potato harvester that actually does the thing. It has the what's it called on? I can't brain anymore. Yeah, the self-propelled potato harvester. I think that's what we are going to do. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to continue on just sorting out these things. We've got fields to fertilise, that other field to re-prep as quick as we can for lavender, and yeah, so that's where we are sitting now. I think we are doing quite well. Obviously we haven't started doing the actual crops for the silos yet. I mean, we are now with the potatoes, but hopefully this isn't going to go manky in some weird way. We shall see. But yeah, hopefully it all works out well. Get this one lined up as well. You know, I'm almost hoping if we fill up one of these, it may actually count for all of them since they're so close together. So we could fill them all up from the same one, sort of thing. Something like that. Anyway. Yep, so I'm going to carry on, get these other ones installed. We'll get the field down there flipped and prepped, and see you again another day. So yeah, if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then please do give us a like, and if you haven't already, do please consider hitting the old subscribe button there too. We are rolling ever closer to the 100 subs mark, and it would be awesome to hit sometime in the near future. Yeah, so comments, why do I turn the tractor off? Comments are always welcomed, and if you'd like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And with that, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope we'll see you next time as we continue on with the Supplying Mars Challenge. Cheerio, everyone.